How's it going, everybody? Welcome to OP Entertainment. I'm Omar Darwish.
And I'm Pratik Cherian.
And we got a movie coming out this week, Pratik. The Batman. I can't wait for it.
I'm super excited.
I hit you up. I was like, Pratik, we should review a Batman movie. You said, let's review the weirdest one.
I think specifically what I said was we're going to see a movie with Catwoman and Penguin. So, let's watch a movie with Catwoman and Penguin.
My thought process was Batman's returning. So, yeah, perfect. Let's do it.
All right.
No, but in all seriousness, I saw this movie when I was like 6. I didn't remember like anything about it except for Danny DeVito was really creepy as a penguin.
Yeah.
And some stuff like that. Wow, what a weird event this movie must have been when it came out and still is. I can't imagine watching this as a kid. I don't know how I did. I don't know. This is like worse than a lot of horror movies that I've watched. Like as far as like how graphic it is.
There's definitely stuff in there where you're just like, whoa,
yeah,
okay.
like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
How about I want to let you talk in a second, but how about the fact that Batman's like a side character in his own movie? It's like Penguin featuring Batman.
I thought it was like Cat. I thought actually the main character is Catwoman.
Yeah, for sure.
Catwoman's
if there
the main
is a
character
main character, it's between Catwoman and Oswald.
Yeah.
What did you think, Pratik? What did you think? Where do you want to start with this? Let's unpack this.
You know what?
First, full spoilers.
Full spoilers, right? It's a movie that came out 29 years ago.
Although as you're watching this movie,
ago?
it's like super easy to like be like, oh, I know exactly what's gonna. There's no like big twists and turns. In this
Right. Yeah, exactly.
It's very telegraphable.
I think it's one of those movies that just reminds you kind of how far we've actually come.
For sure. I was thinking that the whole time.
Because like as I'm watching it, I'm going like, man, like when this movie came out, it blew people's minds.
I get it in that aspect just because it's so radically different from like any other movie I can think of.
But just think about like the way people talk about this movie, even now, like as kind of like this standard.
Well, it's like a goth cult like thing.
Well, but my point is, so like everything prior to this, like is like the Adam West Batman and is super super campy, and even this one, like this movie.
You do have like Michael Keaton's Batman from '89. That wasn't as creepy as this.
Yeah, but I kind of group those two movies together.
Okay,
like just Keaton's Batman run is just because they're so similar in tone. This one's probably a lot more Tim Burton than the other one.
Do you think that's because it's kind of a case of like the George Lucas syndrome where like the first Batman made like $400 million back then, which is crazy. So like maybe like, all right, Tim Burton, do whatever you want. He was like, okay, no one's going to tell me no. And then just,
I don't know. I'd have to actually look at the behind the scenes for it. But I think my point, like even still, we see like all of those, that like campy background or flavor that still finds its way into this, even as there's helping amount of Tim Burton.
I'm actually, I really don't want to, but I'm kind of interested in watching like Batman Forever and then like Batman and Robin, because I remember those being like way cheesier and way campier than this. This was like the dark, gritty like one, and it's like this one is dark and gritty, not gritty, but it's just dark.
It's very dark,
and it's like it's like almost like a cartoon. It really is like a cartoon,
but it's like a dark cartoon, and I think that's kind of what people like, because again, in people's heads, like that's what superheroes were these like cartoons.
I just don't know how to. I mean, I know how I feel about it. I don't like it. But I guess I'm like, I appreciate like this is definitely like an artistic vision. Like it's like. Yeah. Tim Burton wanted to make this.
It's very, very, very Tim Burton, as I keep saying.
And you asked me before we watched the movie, like, if I like Tim Burton or not. And I said, I don't think so. I like Beetlejuice, but I'm not sure if I like Tim Burton. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about Tim Burton, fan. I'm not on the Tim Burton train. I'm not a huge fan.
So let's talk a little bit just about like the overall plot. What did you think about the plot of the movie?
I thought it was kind of dumb, the fact that, like, it's pretty... I think it essentially... Like, you've got a subplot of Catwoman, but essentially it revolves around Oswald Cobblepot. Well, is he even, like... Yeah, he starts it off because he wants to be seen. He wants to... His plan is essentially to make all kids... go through what he went through?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
So like because it starts out like he has this plan, like, oh, I want to find my parents.
Sure.
And then like,
that plan like immediately gets cut short when he finds out they're just dead.
Well, but even before that, like we see him like making this list of like all the firstborns before he even knows like whether his parents are dead or not. I don't know whether like we're to assume that he already knew that or not.
Like it was all just a part of his like syndrome act. Like
I don't know, because again we have that scene of like Batman being like, oh, he hasn't just been down there this whole time. Like he lived with the circus, and like he has this like pseudo family.
That kind of reminds me. How about the fact that like it kind of did it not remind you a little bit of like the Martha scene when like when he's watching Penguin on TV and like talking about his parents, and he's just like, oh, he had parents.
My parents are dead.
My parents. Like if Penguin would have later on said that like his mom's name was Martha.
Oh god,
it would have been over. Like it would have been over. Oh man. Okay, getting back to the plot though.
But yeah, so then like he has this plan to like make the children of Gotham suffer, and then
why? Just because he did?
I guess.
Okay.
I guess. And then we've got Max, who, like, his whole thing is like, oh, I'm going to replace the mayor so that I can build this thing, which, again, kind of went by the wayside rather quickly.
There's definitely a lot of social commentary going on here.
Yeah, for sure.
This rich guy finds this puppet to use as his, like, guide to get into the, like, politics. And I don't know.
And then the guy just kind of ends up being crazy. And
Look. I'm not going to say the plot is what bothered me with this movie.
Sure.
What bothered me with this movie is how stupid all of the characters are. And the reasonings, like, for their arcs is just ridiculous. Catwoman, what's her name? Selena Kyle falls out of, or gets pushed out of a window. I'm sorry.
In this movie, there's a lot of, like, don't worry about the why, just accept that this is what happens and move on.
Okay, but, like, but when it comes to, like, serious like things you need to know about a character.
Don't worry about it.
Is she this Catwoman character, or is she crazy? Is she just losing blood? Why is she all of a sudden smart and confident when she was an idiot before? This guy, like when she's like going through the files and Christopher Walken comes in, Shrek. And by the way, I didn't know his name was Shrek. It was hard for me to get over that the whole time. She's just going through the files. He catches her, and she's like, "Oh, I just found incriminating evidence on you. That's like totally."
I guessed your password. Sorry.
Yeah, I guessed your password. I'm like, is she just stupid? Not even trying to play it off?
I really appreciated that line, like when Selena comes into the room with Bruce Wayne and Max, and he turns to his son and was like, I didn't know she had a brain to damage. I lost it. That was great.
You know the line I thought you were gonna refer to is when Batman goes, "Eat floor." You know his catchphrase in old movies. He just goes, "Eat floor." Was it to Catwoman?
Yeah, there was like a follow-up line about it being high in fiber, but I was laughing too much to actually pay attention.
I didn't even hear it. Oh man. What'd you think of Batman? What'd you think of Batman in this movie?
I mean, Batman is horny. This whole movie.
Let me correct you. Tim Burton is horny. This whole movie is just like groping and like, man, a lot of Danny DeVito's lines just can't be said nowadays. Like, they should have never been said. I never want to hear them. This was a horny movie. What do you think this movie realistically would get rated nowadays? Like X?
Nah,
like
it's probably
NC-17?
It's probably still a PG-13.
No way.
Honestly.
This is an R. He bites somebody's nose off, and there's all these blood squibs coming out. Nah.
They'd probably have to tone that down, and then
I got a big issue. I got a big issue with Penguin right off the bat.
All right, let's hear it.
And Tim Burton. Why do you have to make him so obnoxiously gross? Like, we get it. He's unsettling to look at. Why is he getting worse, like coughing up this like ink blood the whole time? Like,
he started in the movie like there was some of that.
But at the end he's just like all covered in it. It's just like, I don't know.
Because by the end of it, like, he doesn't need to present himself to people. Everyone hates him. Also, I love the fact that when Batman like foils his plot by like playing his own recording over, the police are immediately chasing him, and I'm sitting here like, why? He didn't commit a crime. Like, he didn't do anything, actually.
Well,
like, to their knowledge, they don't know that he did anything except for calling them stupid. Like,
sure, yeah, I guess that's, yeah.
But they're just like chasing him through the park and shooting at him. I'm like, whoa, cops!
But that's this whole movie. You're not supposed to think about it,
right?
Too hard. And it's like,
you're right.
I guess this was before they, took comic book movies seriously. Obviously,
obviously.
I feel like with the first Batman, at least they took it a lot more seriously than this.
Maybe you need to go back and rewatch it.
I don't want to. I don't want to after this. I think it's official that Michael Keaton's not my favorite Batman. But I think that's hard to say when I feel like we got like more of Tom Holland in Civil War as Spider-Man than we did Michael Keaton as Batman. And this is like, oh, you know what I loved? I loved how he has this like, he like rolls up his sleeve to like get into the fish tank to get this like secret entrance to the Batcave, and then Alfred's just like, I'll take the stairs. Alfred gets there in the exact same amount of time as him. What's the point, Bruce? What are you doing here? This movie is just like funny. I feel like it's a good drinking game movie where you can be like, all right, anytime something really dumb happens, take a shot.
You're trying to kill people with that drinking game. Relax.
I mean, look, am I or is Tim Burton kind of asking us to do this? Like, he knows people aren't going to watch this movie sober. Come on. Let's see. I feel like there's not much more plot to talk about. What do you think about character-wise? How do we feel about Selena Kyle? After she becomes Catwoman, I like her character.
I would say actually overall, I was thinking about this probably about 2/3 of the way into the movie. She's probably my like MVP for this movie. Because, like, from a character standpoint, one, she's the one that goes through the most, like, dramatic changes. And two, she's the one who actually, in the end, like, gets everything she wants.
It would have meant a lot more, though, if they made her somewhat of a character before. Like, I don't know. But I guess then you would miss that character and you wouldn't like the new one. But they didn't have to make her so dumb in the beginning. Like, I don't know.
I mean, again, I just think it made for a contrast. Again, my only, like, gripe is the same kind of thing we've been saying. Like, oh, she falls down and bumps her head, and now all of a sudden
survives like 10 gunshots.
Yeah, it's like it's to the point where it's like, wait, is she actually like? Does she actually have 9 lives? Like, is that a real thing?
Yeah. Also, how does she survive? Like at the end. Cool. They never bring her back, right? I think I heard something about them doing like a comic sequel or something, but.
If she's back in this Flashpoint movie, I'm interested.
That's what's gonna pull you.
Now I'm in.
This guy's been against this Flash movie since Warner Brothers been against this Flash movie since they've been trying. And now he's like, put Michelle. It's got to be her.
It's got to be her. They got to bring Michelle
Catwoman.
Pfeiffer as Catwoman back. I'm in.
If she's in the suit and it's the same suit, I'm in. Let's do it.
The same suit from 1992, or just like it looks like the same suit?
No, it's got to be the same. I mean, you heard about Robert Pattinson? He had to like wear like Val Kilmer's suit in the audition.
I'm just saying, it's been a while.
They got those suits.
Can she still fit the suit?
I'm not here to body shame.
That thing looked super tight. I couldn't fit the suit.
Look, listen, we're not even going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. We're just going to leave that right where it is. Let's get to another character. What do we think of Shrek? Christopher Walken. I love him in everything.
Okay.
He was fine. He seemed to be the only like kind of semi-intelligent one in the whole movie, right?
He's a Bond villain. Like they picked up a Bond villain and dropped him into this movie.
Yeah, sure.
And then like this weird, crazy stuff happens around him, but he's just a straight up Bond villain.
Yeah. I guess I haven't seen enough Bond movies to make
like the older Bond movies.
Yeah, but as far as like villains go for Batman, is he like a big villain in the comics or something?
Have you ever heard of him? Yeah, I can't say I have.
Okay, so you've never heard of like a combo with him working with Penguin or something?
Nope, can't say that I have.
Okay,
not that I've read like a crap ton of like 50s, 60s, 70s Batman, but still, I can't say I have.
Okay, so. What's there to like about this movie, Pratik? I want to get some positives.
Again, I think really the way to enjoy this movie is
on drugs.
Oh, yes. Drunk. But just to like lean into the camp aspects of it, I think
I tried the whole time. I was trying it, but it's the thing is though, how can you do that with like, not to cut you off, but like how do you lean into it's like you try to lean into the camp aspects of it, and then it does something super grotesque and like dark. And it's like, well, what? It's like it feels like there's a tone problem.
It's kind of, you know what? It's a theme park ride, and you just have to like go with it. It's a roller coaster.
I was gonna say I feel like Scorsese. Oh boy,
he probably actually loves this movie.
I like the score.
The score is iconic. Yeah. We all know this.
Yeah, but scores aren't important, obviously.
No.
The Oscars don't even care about it. They put it in the commercial breaks. So.
They mean nothing to film.
Watch them like undo that, and then this is just totally.
This is very dated at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, we're not gonna do it. Just like they canceled the best popular.
They'll watch us make fun of it and be like, oh, we're out.
Yeah, not the OP guys. Oh man, particularly to score this thing, I feel like I don't. If there was more Batman in it, I feel like I'd have more to talk about with this. But everything was just like Gotham, and I wasn't a fan.
I mean, Gotham's a character. So having watched this, is this a Christmas movie? Yes or no?
I think so.
It's a Christmas movie.
I did say it reminded me of Ron Howard's The Grinch, Jim Carrey's The Grinch.
If he didn't direct that, now I'm going to have to do all kinds of editing.
It's Ron Howard. I know it. It's not. It's probably someone else. I think you could say it's a Christmas movie. I think it's more of a Christmas movie than a Batman movie.
That's probably true. Christmas is more of a character.
Yeah, I'm watching this. I'm like, yeah, I get why Keaton didn't come back for the next one because this is just going in such a camp direction. I really kind of do want to watch Forever and Now. And I just want
to see where it is.
Is it that much campier? Because like,
I've only seen it once, and from what I remember, yes.
Or is it just that they took the dark aspects out of it?
I mean, probably that too.
Okay.
It's both. Okay. It's both. It's really both. All right, you want to score this one?
You know, for the art design and like production design alone of Gotham, I want to give it like a 4.
Okay.
So I think I'm gonna give it a 4. That's where I'm at with this. I don't think I'll ever watch it again. Like even if someone's like, "Oh, I've never seen it," and you don't need to for me. Like I'm cool. Like,
yeah, I'm having a really hard time scoring this because it's
kind of original.
I was gonna say it's like an experience, you know, and so like it's really hard to be like to think critically like it's a film, you know.
I kind of feel the same way I did walking out of Lighthouse, except for with Lighthouse, I was really like interested.
No. Yeah. You're right in that both are experiences.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
That's about as far as we go. You know, I feel like I have this range, and I could go anywhere from like a 3 to a 7, depending on like the day and the mood.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to split. Let's just call it a 5. We'll call it a 5.
I would say so because it seems like you liked it a bit more than I did.
Oh yeah.
This is something you'll throw on if you're in the.
I don't know when I will be in the mood.
I guess
the last time I was in the mood for this, I guess, was 14 years ago. So you know,
next time you find yourself,
catch me when I'm 44.
You're gonna have a Catwoman outfit ready. Like, all right, let's watch this, baby.
All right, on that, let's take it out.
All right, we'll see you guys next week. We got the Batman. There's been a bunch of movie news coming, so we're gonna bring back the movie news show coming soon. At some point, yeah, we're working on it. But yeah, we'll see you guys then.
See ya.